Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor. Today we're going to be doing a coaching session for a Misfortune support game. So special thanks to Uranenazak for the generous donation. I appreciate it. If you'd like a coaching session yourself, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. Just coach it on stream. Just $25. If you are a channel member, then it's just $20. There'll be a link in the description if you want to know more about channel membership. It's basically just $5 a month, like a Twitch sub. It's less than 18 cents a day. It can help support the content on the channel, and then if you want, you can get a discount on coaching or guides. You can also join us for Viewers Night, which is a lot of fun every Sunday. I just play with people that are supporting the channel. We just do some normals. It's a good time. Then you also get access to our members-only Discord, which is a really cool, chill community. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and sign up. Email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. I'll give you the Discord info. Yeah, I'd be careful about walking up that close like that. Like, you really, early on, you just want to be trying to bounce Qs off of minion waves as your primary harass. And your E whenever it's up, assuming you have enough mana for it. Yeah, I wouldn't walk up and try to just do a normal auto attack to him under most circumstances, because Lucian just does so much burst like that. Nice. Well, I was just asking in chat, when should you leave bot and switch to top? It's really complicated. I have a whole video about that in my better macro guide, if you want to know more. In general, if you're playing tempo champs and you need to close out the game, and you're the person who gets bot tower, and you're pretty sure you can get top quickly and dragon's down, so you're not going to be giving up dragon, then you can think about it. But I think way too many people switch to top when dogpiling mid, and, you know, rotating from mid to bottom over and over again can actually yield you better results. So then you can push the way bottom. You can start invading. It depends on how, like, strong your jungler is too. You can start invading jungle, taking their camps. So basically you just push up bot and take everything on the bot side of the map over and over and over again. Once you have them pushed in, you get the scuttles, you get some of their jungle, and you can apply pressure to mid lane. So I think that generally is the better option, or just switching with mid lane outright and letting mid go bottom, and then you go mid with the support and AD carry. So that way you are still close to dragons and other objectives. Because the main thing, and you can still take farm from their jungle, the main thing about going top after you take a tower bottom is that you aren't really leveraging that extra space that you created. You're taking your small advantage and you're, you know, turning it into, you know, just another extended laning phase. But I think you can do so much more than that with your macro under the right circumstances. It just depends on who's mid lane, who's top lane, and how they're doing. An argument for mid, like why not to go mid maybe historically, is because they have too much wave clear, but there are a lot of mid laners that don't have that much wave clear these days. Yeah, you really never want to walk like right out in the open when Thresh is there. You know, there's really no reason to be out in the open anyway as like Misfortune, because you don't have any skill shots you need to hit that require open field. Because you can just bounce, you know, you can just use your E anytime, anywhere, and you should be trying to position near the wave anyway, so you can bounce your Q off the wave to get harassment. So there never should be even an opportunity for Thresh to hit you with the hook. That's right, Benjamin. It's not a very common pick these days, because there's a lot of reasons for that. You're right, it wasn't a very specific meta back in Season 6 to counter Zyra, and you would run Misfortune with Ashe. But they've nerfed Misfortune several times since that happened, and they nerfed her primary, like the reason people picked her. A big part of it was Black Cleaver was so strong back then. Hey, what's up, Kelly? Congrats on the homework finish. Yeah, Urgot Jungle is a thing because they changed his W to where it applies 50% of on-hit damage now. Instead of just 33%, and so the Hunter's Machete does 30 on-hit damage. And so every one of those little shots, I don't remember how many he shoots, it's like 14 or something, now does 15 damage. And your shotgun legs do extra damage too, because I believe they count as on-hits. Or like they aren't modified or whatever. Yeah, you just gotta run. So that was the real change, was the change to his legs, his to where they do more damage to multiple targets, and how it the W interacts with Hunter's Machete.
Red team double kill.
I thought more people might try out Blazer and King, especially against tanks. It's like a second or third item. But it turns out the Hunter Machete is the on-hit that was going to exploit that change to the W. I knew some on-hit was going to exploit it. I just thought it would be Blade. But turns out it was actually Hunter's Machete. I would not do Kindred mid. Oh, by the way, I'm streaming, not talking to myself. If you're just watching the standalone coaching session. Stream most nights starting at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's pretty late tonight. I had some family and friends stuff going on. It's the weekend. But most nights starting around 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come out, join us. It's a wonderful, friendly community. I try to be as interactive with the chat as possible. Hey, what's up, Elmer? So yeah, I would not do Kindred middle. It just, you need to be moving around in the jungle to go get those marks. I mean, I guess if you can push really hard and then go contest the marks. And I don't know about jungle. I think she goes press the attack, but I don't know. I haven't seen it. I haven't heard anyone talk about it. So I'm not really in the know about it. Standard build Kindred is pretty strong in the jungle right now, though. I can tell you that. Yeah, Thresh is roaming on you. Oh, damn it, I forgot. They just changed, there's like a replay bug now where whenever you slow something down, it automatically puts on, like, the full vision. It doesn't give you Fog of War anymore, which is really annoying. Alright, let me rewatch this real quick. Red vision. Okay. Yeah, we saw Evelyn over there. Someone pinged it. Mid's missing. Oh. There she is, yeah. So you knew she was there. She threw the bubble. You know Zed is not here. Yeah, I think y'all are pushed up way too far for that. That's a good flash. Alright, I mean, I guess there's not a ton you can do about that. Every hook. Comes the big outplay. He did get a shutdown, so that's good. Alright, you probably want to do Ghost Blade here, I think. It's always kind of a toss-up with Death Blade, Ghost Blade, but because you're behind, I would probably just go Ghost so that you can at least rotate around the map a bit faster and maybe escape if you get ganked by Evelyn. Hey, thanks for the sub, Brian. I appreciate it.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
Best game of Thresh's life. Possibly. Possibly. Remember, you don't know where Evelyn is. You don't have any pink wards here. So, mid lane's also missing again. Okay, forgot about Eve. Yeah, I mean, that happens to me too. Sometimes you do the best of us can forget stuff. But yeah, I think we could all do with pressing tab a bit more and taking a peek. Just seeing the power level of different people too. How is your jungler versus their jungler? And just thinking, can we win a 3v3? Like that kind of stuff. Hey, I mean, yeah, I don't care what kind of, I mean, I'll coach anything. I'll coach an ARAM if someone wants to give me an ARAM to coach. I'll coach a StarCraft game. I can't guarantee I'll know what I'm talking about, but I'll take a look at it. Someone's in danger of catching these hands. Gotta get the hose. Hose him down. Yeah, y'all gotta not be up that far when there's no wave there. I mean, this dude is all over it. with these hooks. Ghost Blade, Ionian. I mean, sure, if someone wants to donate, like I said, you know, about 30 to 45 minutes or something, 25 bucks, 20 for members, sure. Coach whatever you want. I mean, there's not a lot to say here. Y'all are just getting hit by these hooks constantly. Like, you just have to wait on the minion wave. And if the minion wave's not there, just leave. They're so strong right now. If anyone ever gets hooked, it's 100% like a slaughter. Coach an Overwatch game. I mean, like I said, as long as you understand that I don't know a lot about another game, and you just want to see, like, what do I think about it for, like, maybe comedic effect, or just to, like, test and see how much I know about a game and its strategy without ever knowing anything about the game or its strategy. If you see it as, like, an interesting, just either for fun or a social experiment, then sure. I mean, I just don't want you to be disappointed with your money. But if you're cool with me spending money on it, you know, if you want to just donate to help the stream and do something funny like that, then sure. I mean, for me, like 25 bucks for about 30 minutes is 25 bucks for 30 minutes, you know, like. To some extent, obviously. When it comes to coaching or, like, just commenting on a video game, I'm cool with that. Not to equate that kind of rate of return with other, perhaps more illicit activities. Yeah, the Thresh Lucian lane is kind of a lore fail for sure. Six-hour league now. It's for the time. If it's something that's longer than an hour, we'd have to break it up, and it would have to be multiple coaching sessions. Won't go over an hour. Under most circumstances. Definitely not into 6-hour territory.
Dominating.
Yeah, I'd do it. It would just cap out at 25 an hour. Or 20 for members. I don't think a bronze game would ever... Do bronze games even last to an hour? I guess they could. It feels like the death timers just get so high these days. And people just die so frequently in lower brackets. Making them unable to play for 6 hours. I got you. I know. I knew it was a theoretical question. I knew it wasn't like that was something you're just seeing like how far I'd go with it. But no, I think a per hour limit's reasonable. I mean, if there's a coaching session, it's like 1 hour and 2 minutes or something. I think, yeah, someone's got to mark that Mundo top. Yeah, let's give him maybe a free tier 2. You gotta try to answer with something. I mean, maybe push middle. He's doing so well. Urgot's doing really well. Nice. Alright. Don't have Caitlyn.
Been destroyed.
Yeah, I mean, that was iffy. Y'all maybe could have done Baron, because Mundo's like top, but I just don't know how fast you can do it. The Urgot is really fed, though. You'd have Caitlyn, but you'd have Kale. Kale does it really quickly, too. Even though she doesn't have that many items. I don't know. That's kind of a toss-up. It's only 24 minutes in. I didn't see how low Kale was. Maybe, I mean, if she was kind of high on health, let me just go back a little bit and just see.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
I'm gonna pinch more here. Zoe's dead. Kalen's bottom. I mean, we have the God's Eye view here. Okay, Kale's really low. Y'all don't have a heal on your team. Yeah, I guess that's fine. This feels like I was like really, really close to you all being able to Baron because you're right there. But Kale was probably a little too low. If Kale would have been healthier, you could have just had Zed when he spawned go and mark the Mundo, at least temporarily. Alright, Dragon's up here in a moment. It's Win. Win's actually pretty good here because you're going to have to rotate to try to deal with their split push. Yeah, Urgot's strong as hell right now. He really is. He's OP. Urgot, Hecarim, Kale, and Vayne are probably like some of the most OP champs on this patch. 9.7. Yeah, tomorrow is Sunday, if it's Eastern. Or maybe, it depends on what you mean by tomorrow, and what your time zone is. I guess technically today is Sunday. With my time, it's 2 a.m. right now, but... He's got hit by the Zoe. I guess that's okay. I mean... Okay, so what they changed about Hecarim, for Benjamin in the chat, they bug fixed his Q to basically where it does 20% more damage. There had been a long-standing bug with his Q to where it didn't actually give that stacking buff of 10% per Q that he does, per rampage. So they basically gave him 20% more damage on his Q, which is most of his damage. So it just gives him, like, insane, like, jungle clear. I don't know, like, the dynamics of top lane Hecarim too much, but gives him way better... I mean, it basically gave him 20% more damage on his main damage ability. And they've nerfed a lot of the other sort of, like, early game junglers that can pressure him out, too. Like, the meta sort of shifted around towards some of these mid-game junglers. They also buffed Cinder Hulk, which incidentally helps him out a little bit. But they nerfed things like Electrocute, Dark Harvest, that kind of stuff, and he never really used those like super well. Yeah, you just got to watch the positioning a little bit here. I mean, they have a lot of mobility. That sucks. He didn't shred the other person. Okay. Nice ult. Yeah, you gotta watch for these Zoe ults. It's just really hard right now because you can't really do anything. Like, you're just really far behind. Miss Fortune doesn't have a lot of like CC, you know, like you really need to be pretty far ahead. Or like have a teammate that can really leverage your point click slow a lot. This is why like professional play, when she was popular for One Worlds in 2016, it was because she was paired with Ashe. And so she had a point click slow with her E, and that almost guaranteed that Ashe was going to hit her arrow unless they flash. Kill is starting to come online though. Well. Okay, she made it. No, she didn't. What killed her? Was it a dragon shot? Signature select sparkling water. My wife likes that sparkling water stuff, but she I don't think she gets anything flavored. She just gets normal sparkling water, and then she'd put something else in it. I don't remember what she'd put in it. She'd be spiking it. Irish sparkling water. Yeah. Let's try to stall for KO. Really nice if KO used that ult on Urgot when Urgot ran in.
Red team's inhibitors respawning soon.
Nice. Yeah, I'd probably go for Baron here. Try to zone out the Zoe and the Eve. Don't let him get in there. So, like, throw some autos. Okay, yeah. Huh.
Red team double kill.
We got Elder going on here. Yeah, just push middle, wait on KO, and then go pressure Elder. Maybe could have pushed one more wave. Because they're not getting punished. I mean, Zed is pushing top also. Eve is dead though, so it's highly unlikely they're going to take that. Thresh. He's got like less than a 1% chance of stealing it with his hook. And he took the hook. Like, why on earth would you take the hook? I get maybe just throwing the hook in there, maybe. If there's literally nothing else you can do on the map, but he could have been helping to like push out bottom or something.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, I mean, there's two dead. Probably just keep going. They just keep filtering into you. Yeah. I mean, the kill and the Urgot were just so strong late game. It was difficult for them to deal with you. Okay, so I noticed early on, so first of all, make sure you're always standing behind minions whenever you're misfortune. Obviously against Thresh, that's really important, but against most champions, that's pretty important, because that is one strength of misfortune, is that early on, you know, she can bounce Qs off of minions to get a lot of extra damage on people, and then she can just spam her E anytime, anywhere. So, you know, you don't want to get ganked that much, but you can just, like, auto-attack the wave, help push them under tower, and then just, like, bounce Qs and get damage that way, and just spam your E under tower, just to be a pest. You know, people have to take damage or they have to miss CS if you do that under tower. So I think you just want to put them in the tower. It matches Caitlyn's style too, and just kind of watch out for ganks. So that's something to think about. I mean, obviously just try to dodge some skill shots. You're getting hit by quite a few hooks and bubbles, so You know, just have vision in the right spots and just stand behind stuff. Just have some awareness and know they're probably going to go for you. You know, because you're really, really squishy support with no escapes. I'm trying to think of what else. I think maybe trying to get some deeper vision. I don't remember exactly where you put your vision, but seeing if you can ward their camps and kind of spot where they are and then rotate faster to situations. So, like, Misfortune is, like, one thing that can work with her as support is that she's so fast. So she can strut and run around the map really quickly. So that's helpful. I'm trying to think of, like, a macro. The Baron was the first opportunity for a Baron. I don't know. Kayle could maybe heal herself. I didn't see the whole situation, how she got chunked out, but I feel like maybe it's a toss-up whether you go for that one or not. So I guess it's okay not to go for that one. But then after that, I think the team fights, you know, were pretty solid. That one that you turned around at the base was pretty good. You got to channel an ult in there. Getting the Executioners was nice for your team. They got to clean some stuff up. But, yeah, I think just maybe trying to rotate, leverage Misfortune's speed a little bit more, try to push him in a tower so that you get priority. Then you can go get deeper vision, go get scuttles, you know, maybe roam middle. Like, roaming middle and just dropping an E on the Zoe could have maybe made a difference there. I don't know. You kind of fell pretty far behind early, so it was hard to roam, though. But, like, if you were standing behind minions and you didn't get... you and Caitlyn got hit a lot, too. But if neither one of you really gave up a ton of those kills bottom, then you could have maybe pushed in and used that lane priority, go pressure other places with your really fast movement speed. Anyways, that's going to be it. So thank you very much. As always, I really appreciate it. Anyone else out there that would like a coaching session, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. I'm happy to help you out with that. Sorry, I got a frog in my throat or something. Happy to help you out with that. Come by, stop by the stream. It's a lot of fun as well, around 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'd love to have you out here. And then check out the rest of the content on the channel as well. We have tier lists. This video will be part of a coaching playlist. I think I have about 170 coaching sessions on there. So check that out if you want to watch more in-depth commentary for a bunch of different champions. We also have topical guides like best one trick, macro, micro, what is dodging, how to like use dodging to gain a lot of elo or to prevent yourself from losing a lot of elo, which is the same thing. And just tons of other content as well. So check it out. Be sure to like and subscribe as well if you enjoy the content. It's free. It's easy. Just takes a couple of clicks. I do release a lot of videos every day, so if that's just too many videos for you, don't want me to flood your feed, then you can just uncheck the bell, and that way you're still letting other people know we have good content there without the flood if you don't want to see those notifications. But I'm one of the hardest working YouTubers out there. Got like 2,500 videos or something out there. I'm just constantly cranking out new stuff. So if you want to support that, be sure to like and subscribe. It helps out a ton. Hey, thanks, Taku. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much. Anyways, that's going to be it. Thanks. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.